Well, it looks like the Fed is changing its mind. Has the Fed come to its senses? Has the Fed decided,
oh, what was I thinking? How did I think I was gonna have a soft landing?
it's not looking good, guys. But listen, we already called this. I had already said in multiple videos, I don't know why the Fed is thinking that it's going to have a soft landing. Hey, Fed, listen, we're already in a recession. But now the Fed is just coming to its senses. It's saying, hold up. It's not looking good. The numbers aren't looking good. Spending is out of control. The Fed is saying, how is it that Americans are spending at a record level with inflation so high? He's not thinking about all the money that you guys printed. But we're gonna jump into it, guys. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel. It says the Fed now has no choice but to push the US into a hard landing recession to pull inflation down, strategist says. Now, we have been talking about this over and over. I've been saying that the Fed, come on, man, quit doing this pinching here, there, trying to toe the line, trying to make sure that we don't go into what he considers a recession, even though we're already in a recession. Even though GDP has been down 2 consecutive quarters, we've known this. Month after month, report after report, we have been seeing the signs, the numbers going down, inflation continuing to go up. But for some reason, the Fed is, saying,
No, I'm just gonna do 25%, 50 basis point here, instead of just putting the nail in the coffin.
The Federal Reserve now has no choice but to push the U.S. into a downturn in order to bring down inflation, according to TD Securities strategist. In an interview on CNBC, the lady, she warned that the economy would tip into a downturn by the mid-year due to the threat of raising interest rates. Already, central bankers have raised rates 450 basis points over the last year to take down inflation, a move that threatens to over-tighten the economy in a downturn, experts say. Now, this isn't a big surprise, and the reason why this isn't a big surprise is because we've been seeing interest rates. Interest rates are continuing to go up. They reached 8.1%, guys. I know that seems nuts, but that's the trend that we're going, and they're going to go higher, guys. Mark my word, interest rates are going to continue to go higher. How do I know this? The Fed said it. They have no other choice but to continue to push interest rates higher and higher. And so it's not going to stop. We're going to continue to do this until inflation gets down to their 2% range. And we have a very far way to get to that point. So not only are interest rates going on homes, they're going up on credit cards, they're going up on car loans, and that's for anything using debt, guys. And then it continues on to say, data is likely to continue coming in hot because the Fed rate hikes work with a lag. It takes 12 to 18 months for the full effect of Fed tightening to be felt across the economy. See, this is one of the things that I have never understood when it comes to the Fed. The Fed is saying, we're not in a recession. Then we look at the body that tells if we're in a recession, and it takes, just like this strategist says, 12 to 18 months to see it. So are we going to wait 12 to 18 months to determine if we're in a recession? And if that's the data that the Fed is going to use, you're at a losing battle every single time. So shouldn't you push to make sure that we get there rather than trying to wait 12 to 18 months to go,
did I make the right decision?
You would think that, right? But no, the Fed is saying we're going to look at data month to month, even though what I did won't go into effect until 12 to 18 months later.
Awkward. So awkward.
That's just to me. Orlando, the YouTube guy, right? It seems to me like that would not be smart. It would seem that you would fight it hard right now, and then, and that 12 to 18 month, when you see the full version of it, then you would go, make the right decision. But in the median, in the time right now, the short term, wouldn't you fight it full force? That's just my opinion. The estimated rate has already reached a restrictive level in December. Through central bankers have cited a still hot economy as the reason why interest rates need to move higher, guys. And this is the reason why I'm telling you guys, rates will continue to go up. There is no other option. I hope you guys really truly understand this. There is no other option but to continue to raise rates to bring inflation down. There is no other way.
That's it.
The Fed has to do this. And this is the reason why it blows my mind that realtors or anyone on YouTube is saying
Rates will go down. Matter of fact, I know you just saw rates at 8.1%, Orlando. I know you just saw that. But guess what? In the springtime, in the summer, rates will be 5%. I have heard some people say rates will be almost 4.5%.
what universe are we in? What universe are we in where we think rates are going to get back to 4.5%? Oh no, please don't believe these guys. It's just beyond. What data shows you this? Prove to me that we're going to get down to 4.5% when inflation is still so high. We haven't even got to the hard part yet, guys. We haven't. Markets are expecting a 25 to 50 basis point rate hike in March. The predicted central bankers would ultimately raise rates to 5.25% and 5.75% this year, up at least 75 basis points from the current target, 4.5 to 4.75%. She added that officials weren't likely to pause or cut rates until prices start to near the Fed's 2% target, which could take until the third or fourth quarter of 2023. I don't even think we're going to get it that far down in 2023. I think that's going to take 2024, possibly the end of 2024, before they get it down to 2%. Not the way that the Fed is doing 0.25% and inflation is continuing to go up and up and up. That's not going to work. But here's the funny thing. I know someone is say, Orlando, come on. This is a lady. This is a strategist someone in the economy, someone in, saying that they think there's no other choice. And I agree with her that I think there's no other choice other than a hard landing. But here's the thing. Someone would say, Orlando, where do you think that this lady's getting? Where are you getting your information from that the Fed is second guessing itself right now? And I would say, take a look at this. Take a look at this. It says how to talk to Congress about the possibility of more interest rate hikes, not fewer. So what is anyone supposed to understand this? Look, this is in plain English. It says here, Powell is going to Congress. He's going to Congress, to talk to them about doing more interest rate hikes and why it's needed, not fewer. So remember when everyone was saying,
Hey, the Fed, they're going to raise interest rates, but they're only going to do it 2 to 3 times.
Powell himself is telling you, I'm going to have to go to Congress and let them know. And listen, guys, look. This is what I'm talking about. Guys are sitting up here and it's common sense to me. Look what the guy is saying himself. He is the one who is raising interest rates. He is telling you that soft landing I was talking about, it's not going to happen, guys. I'm sorry. I know I said that we're going to raise rates, a couple of times, 3 times this year, maybe once a quarter. But now he's going to Congress to get approval to let them know.
Hey, I know I said 4 times, but it may be 8. It may be 8 times this year that I raise it. We may be going back to, 2022 when I was, when we were going up every month.
That's what he's saying, guys. Just believe the guy. If he's telling you, believe him. From this point on, he's done everything that he said. You got to believe the guy. He's telling you. So I'm not sitting up here making just some Nostradamus guessing game. Read what the guy is exactly saying. Oh, I know. I'm brilliant. The Federal Reserve Chairman testimony to Congress is likely to be summed up in this: the risk of doing too little are far greater than the risk of doing too much. What? I mean, at this rate, I should just be running the economy. that I shouldn't be doing that. But listen, I have said this over. Like if I had hair to pull out, I would pull it out because I've said this over and over and over. But now we're getting to the point where they're saying, I should have raised up interest rates a little bit higher. Not now that we see we're doing a little bit too little, it's not really having the effect that we thought it is. So now we're gonna, I'm gonna talk to Congress and let them know, get ready. The hard landing is coming, guys. The Fed is getting a little more hawkish than we had pictured them at the end of the year, says one economist. Powell will testify Tuesday to the Senate Banking Committee and on Wednesday to the House panel. Both hearings are scheduled. Man, I'm telling you, that's going to be a hot one. And I can almost guarantee you the market is going to make the best out of this. They're going to say, well, I know he said he's going to raise interest rates a little bit more, but he's going to raise them 0.1%, 10 basis points. The market is all about making the best out of really, really bad news that is not in their favor. And that's the reason why the stock market continues to go up and up and up, guys. I don't want to make this a long video. I've been rambling on too much, but here, guys, at the end of it, what I want to say is the Fed, listen to what the Fed is saying. The Fed is saying, get ready. It's going to be a really bumpy ride. This bumpy ride will affect you in all forms of debt. That includes the housing market, credit cards, auto loans. You can go on and on and on about the debt that is going to affect, guys. Get ready, get ready, get ready. As always, guys, you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video here. It will help you get more information on this housing market, financial news, and buying your first rental property. I promise you the information you will get will be gold, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.